doing a talk-through tutorial. I never do talk-through tutorials, so bear with me. I'm trying to make sure this isn't like 15 minutes long, even though it probably will be, but you know, we're gonna get through it. I'm going to start off by applying a primer, and I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base Face Primer by Studio Secrets Professional. It's just in a little pot, and it's I really like this stuff. It's a little bit drying, honestly, but other than that, I mean, it does the job for a primer. I really do think it like blurs out a lot of your imperfections and kind of like makes your pores a lot less visible. I'm going to apply concealer, and I am currently out of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I really need to repurchase it. I've been out for like a week now. So I'm just going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the color Natural. And I'm just going to put this on all the spots that I want to cover. And then I'm just going to blend that in with a foundation brush. That being done, next I'm going to apply foundation, and I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24 Hour Foundation, and I'm in the color Shell Beige 102. And I've been liking this foundation a lot. It's in one of my previous videos, I talk about it. And I just put it on my hand, like a little amount. And if I need more, I can always add more. And I don't really want to use that foundation brush. I'll use my other foundation brush from BH. No, this isn't BH. Real Techniques. Love this brush. It's one of my favorite foundation brushes. I've had it for a while. Probably should get a new one. Even just a repurchase of this one, because it's like kind of getting a little crusty. Even when I wash it, it's just like, I don't know, the bristles are like to the point of no return, I feel. Like you need to like repurchase brushes like at least every like year and a half, I would say, depending on how often you use them, because I've had this one for about 2 years now, and I mean, it's still doing the job, but I definitely noticed the difference in it. Like, it's rough compared to when I first got it, and it was just like the nicest brush ever. You feel me? And then next, I'm going to go back in with my, what was it, my Pro Conceal, if I can find it. Yes, here it is. I'm going to go back in with my, if I don't drop it, my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm going to highlight my under eye area. The bridge of my nose, forehead, Cupid's bow, and my chin as well. I'm just gonna like extend that up like to the my eyebrow kind of, if you can see there. Gonna go in with this brush from Morphe, and it's just a small pointed brush. I'm just gonna, you know, blend that in. Also, like, inexpensive brush cleaners. If you know of any good brush cleaners, let me know. That aren't like super expensive. Next, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Contour palette, and I'm going to use this color right here, and I'm going to go under the areas that I just highlighted. And I'm going to use this little brush from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to, like I said, go over all the areas that I just highlighted with the LA Girl Pro Conceal. for now I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD powder, and I'm going to use a big powder brush, and I'm just going to go over the rest of my face and my neck with this. Next, I'm going to go in with some bronzer, and this one is the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Ticket to Brazil, and I've had this for a while. The like label is all faded, and then I'm just using a brush from Morphe, and it's just kind of like a big fluffy brush, powder bronzing brush. And I just want to warm up the face. Warm up the face a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to go back in with my NYX Contour and Pro palettes, and I'm going to contour using this shade Red Hair. Red Hair. It's like not too dark, but it's not too light for me either, so I like that. And then I'm just going to go in and contour my nose using the same little contour palette. Honestly, I like suck at contouring my nose, I feel. Every time I do it, I feel like it looks horrible. I feel like I have a hard time making it look natural. I'm going to go in with a blush, and I think I'm going to pick this one that I've had forever, this Wet n Wild Heather Silk one. It's just a really pretty pink, and I just like the way that it looks. Next, I'm going to go in with a highlight, and I'm just using my favorite Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter. And I'm going to use this fan brush from Morphe. Put a little on the bridge of my nose, a little like excess on my forehead, on my cupid's bow. Not too much though, because you don't want to look like scary. But yeah, and just blend that all out. I'm gonna put some brow gel through my brows. I'm not gonna fill them in because I typically don't unless I like really want them to look on point. But honestly, every day, like from day to day, I won't go out of my way to fill them in because I just feel like it's not really necessary. Plus, they really need done horribly. Like, I need to get to the mall to my brow girl and get them on point again because they're so fuzzy and like they need trimmed. but I would rather just wait for them to get bad instead of like trying to keep up with them, honestly, because then if I do them right now and I go in like 2 weeks, by the time like I get them done a week later, there'll be more hairs growing back. So I'd rather let all the hairs grow in and then go, rather than like me do them then go. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. It makes sense to me because I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna go next week or the week after and get them done, because they're literally like getting a little bit out of control and I just don't feel like dealing with them. It's definitely easier to fill in your brows too when they're on point, because when they're like a mess, when they're really bushy, I always like have a really hard time filling them in, because I'll like overfill them really easily and then they'll look crazy. So this is just like the best alternative. And by the way, I didn't even say what this was. This is the Gimme Brow by Benefit, and I'm in the color, I want to say it's medium deep, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's medium deep. I'm going to go in with an eye primer, and I'm going to use my Holy Grail Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I use this forever. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my NYX contour palette and use one of the contours as a transition color, and I'm going to use this one right here, and I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush from Morphe number M332, and I'm just going to place that in my crease just as a transition color for the other shadows that I'm going to be going in with, just like a starting point to like guide you. Pretty much like every look you're going to use a transition color for the most part, unless you're not doing a crease. But I mean, even sometimes if you're not doing like a really defined crease, you can pick a transition color that is more your skin tone and, you know, work with it that way. I'm just going in with a more brown one that's going to show up because I'm going to be defining the crease more. So this is just a really good option for a transition color. Now I'm going to go in with Nooner, which is this color right here that my nail is pointing to. I don't want to show you that mirror because it'll blind you. So yeah, I'm going to go in with Nooner, and I'm going to use this brush from e.l.f. and it is the Professional Blending Eye Brush. I'm just going to put that in the crease as well. Kind of like over top of, but more in like the socket. The other one I went in with, the other color from the NYX palette, I went in with a more fluffy brush. So, you know, it placed it not as precise. It kind of just, like I said, it acted as a guideline for the rest of my shadows. But this one I'm putting more into my socket, right where my eyelid crease is. Next, I'm going to go in with Liar, and it is the one right next to Nooner that my nail is pointing to. And I'm going to place this one on the lid. I'm trying to figure out which brush I want to use. I'm going to use this Morphe brush, and it's kind of like a flat, smudgy shader type of brush. And taking Liar on that, I'm just going to place it all over the lid. And then next I'm going to go back in with Nooner in this same brush, and I'm going to drag it across my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with Trick, which is this orange copperish color, but it has a lot of shimmer in it as well. And I'm going to take this Morphe brush, and it's just a smaller shader, and it's not as thick as the other one was. And I'm going to place that kind of like in the center of the lid. It'll just give it some more definition and make it look like a pop of copper. I'm going to go in with this color right here, this white Stranger, and I'm just going to use this to highlight my brow bone. Then I'm going to go in with this Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm just going to go in with, back to the NYX palette, and I'm going to go in with the color that I contoured with, which is this one right here. I'm just going to go back in and blend everything that was in the crease, like, and kind of like blend it together, bring it up a little bit more to mesh with that brow bone highlight. Yes, that looks a lot better. Just like brings it together. I'm just gonna go in with this MAC shadow in the color Velvet Vanilla, whatever. And I'm going to take this e.l.f. contour brush, this little brush, and I like it because it's really dense, so it can really pack in the inner corner highlight, or pack on, I should say. Can really pack on a nice bright inner corner highlight, which is what I love. It's very pretty. I'm going to go in with this NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner. This is my favorite. It just stays so well. Like, the staying power of this pencil liner is honestly not comparable to any other liner that I've ever owned. And with my Sephora liquid liner, long lasting liner, and I'm going to do my wing. And there you have it. My wing. Maybelline New York Mega Plush Volume Express Mascara. I should probably curl my lashes first, but I'm not going to because I hate curling my lashes, honestly. There you have it. I got my mascara on. Next, I'm going to pick a lip color. I don't really know. I think I might do this one. It's kind of fallish, but not too fallish yet, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. This is the LA Girl Glaze Lip Paint in the color Blushing. Yes. And I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to put a lip liner first, though, and I'm going to use MAC Whirl. And that is exactly what you're gonna look like. I look scary. I look like I have something wrong with my tooth. And last, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Lock and Load Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm just going to spray my face to make sure everything pretty much sets in place all night. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this yet. I guess it's somewhat like fall inspired, like fall cranberry grape inspired look, and I hope you guys enjoyed. stay tuned for more videos. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.